Alright guys, we're back into that old area, military area. We're going along what used to be an old road back in the 50s, and we dug a young Liz and a middle-aged Liz, actually kind of in a bit of a spill, which was really strange, but it's amazing how you can miss stuff. And we just came further over and we got ourselves George, 1946. Very sweet. The soil is just dry as can be. It's very clayey here. So I thought it would be ready to do this, but I don't know. I think you may actually find stuff different in dry soils than you do in wet, so I don't know, it's hard to say. I'm pulling stuff out that I didn't pull out in the wet, so hard to say. We're supposed to rain for 4 days straight after this, so yeah, we're into September, so at least I know this plug is not going to die. Well, this was ringing a bit higher than usually does, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is already. Right in that spot where they were firing the artillery, and I believe we got ourselves another friction tube pulley. Oh, the mosquitoes are horrible out tonight. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if we've found every one to match the number of friction tubes we've pulled. Well, I thought we had a penny signal at about 4 bars deep, but never ceases to amaze me how many of these things I keep finding out here. And there's the imprint, and there's our friction tube. It's kind of missing the other part, unless of course this is a brand new one that never got shot off, but somehow the tip got broken off. I don't know. Huh. Very interesting. Alright guys, we had to go deep for this one, and check that out. That looks like something green, and it was way down there. Looks like there's, I don't know what this was here, but kind of looks like it might have been a privy. What the heck? It's just a ring. Wasn't that weird? Well, in any case, it's pretty darn old. Unfortunately, it's not a coin. Oh man, it would have been the perfect size for an old copper too. Oh well, on to the next. Alright guys, we're off to, we forgot our headphones at home and had to run all the way back to get them. Oh man. So we're trying to get out before the snow. There's snow coming tomorrow, so it's pretty close to freezing tonight, but we're down near the big lake, so the ground shouldn't be frozen, and we've pulled out the big guns tonight. We've been over this park incessantly. 55 large cents, almost 100 silvers. The only thing that's limiting us really now is some of these very deep fill areas that I wanted to wait till the fall to get the big coil out on, see if we can reach them. So I think it's either going to be a boom or a bust, so let's see what happens. Well, we're back in that fill mound, and we thought we'd swing it, see what else we could squeeze out of it. This one was I'm more in tune with clad now, and with Canadian stuff is that blippity blip stuff in the registering in the very low numbers and teens. And we had one that was deeper. I guess it was in the fill itself, so it's no surprise that we got ourselves an older nickel. We got 1941, and we got a nice George VI. Yeah, you don't get the there should be lots of nickels in the ground, but they don't register very well. So yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to pull a big 5 nickel. That would be really sweet. Well, we had a nice slamming signal. We must have missed this one. Wasn't hugely deep, but I can tell we got a Lincoln, so it's got to be a wheat. Unfortunately, it looks like it was in with sand or aggregate of some sort, and it's just gotten yeah, it's just gotten crustified. I don't know if we would ever get even a date off this thing. Yeah, they get pretty roached in that aggregate sand and gravel and stuff like that. Well, there was something squeaking through here. Some high 20s sounds were trying to find their way through, sort of consistently. So we got ourselves a 1950 King George VI. Yeah, there's still a few left in here. Been over this area so many times. Well guys, we've had a reprieve on the snow. We're back out the next night. I mean, it's still snowing, but we're not getting the major dumping yet. There's always more snow, but when you're close to the lake, it's so much milder that allows you to do a lot more than you can elsewhere. So this one was a real Hail Mary signal, and you can see how much fill it is, and then we've got some original ground down there. You can see that on the plug. And yeah, this was a real Hail Mary signal. Oh, and we got a largie. Oh man, I didn't I mean, this whole area has been covered with other stuff in the past, and yeah, we'll clean it off a little bit, and I don't know, it doesn't look in overly that bad a shape. I think we got a KG5, so let's clean it up and see what we got for a year. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a year off of this one. She's pretty darn crusty on that side, unfortunately. And George looks not too bad. He's got a little bit of crust around the perimeter, but yeah, it's too bad when you get fill soils over top of it and all that stuff. Really crustifies it up. All right, well, yeah, we'll just have to keep listening for those. It's so weird. I got the big coil on, but I don't think I have yet to really dig a super deep signal. I mean, although this is getting on there 8-9 inches, but I'm looking for stuff that's got to be like a foot, 12-14 inches or more. All right, we'll see if we can eke some of that out. Well, this place is notorious for them putting sand fill around the trees. I guess they did that back in the day to protect the roots. We had a signal coming up, and it was coming up in the high 30s. It was, I don't know, it was quite down there, and almost seemed to me like it was a nail signal, but definitely was not. Got ourselves a George VI, 1941, and we're actually on Retreading Hill, or Silver Hill, because this area, when I first did, I hardly got any pennies, but I got three Retreaded silvers plus a 1944 quarter. So yeah, there's still a bit of stuff in here. Well guys, this isn't what I anticipated down by the lake. So we've had to bag her up, and I mean, it's not too deep here, and we're right on the shore cliff here, so you can hear the waves. So not too bad, just like an inch or so, so we can more or less glide over it. All right, we're gonna grid this area. It's an area we haven't gridded before, but we've passed over it many times and without much luck, and there's a lot of fill over the tree roots, so we'll see what we can eke out. Well, this rang up decent in the high 20s, Had to keep digging for it. I thought it was a modern penny near the surface. Unfortunately, it's just looks like some copper, just some copper flashing. I don't know if this was dumped in with the fill soil, but what it appears is that there was never much soil on top of the ground here, because it seems like we're on bedrock here. All right, well, keep on moving forward. Well, we finally got a coin tonight. Got ourselves a little bit roasty, young Lizzie. Looks like we have a 1962. I used to think this ground down here was fill, but I think this is natural. I think that's the natural clay soil on top of the bedrock. So I guess we don't have to go too deep in this area. This one was down about 4 bars, so. Alright guys, this is just bonkers. We had a 20 signal here. I was thinking it was aluminum. And it was really shallow. I literally just stuck it in, put it up to so it would pop out the top. Thought it was going to be a zinc penny. Oh wow, can you guys see that? This is just how it looked when I flipped it up and it just popped out. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Look at how shallow that thing was. Oh my goodness, we got 1901. Oh my goodness, the other side looks, holy crap, man. That is just, oh my god, that is bonkers. That thing was literally just under the surface. I don't know how it survives so well here. That is just, oh man, that is a beauty. 1901 Indian head. Oh, we haven't found an Indian head since the spring here, so this is pretty awesome. Actually, we haven't found an Indian head since we found the one here earlier this year. All right. Finally, we got into something old tonight. I knew it. Lots and tons of swinging in these lean areas, but eventually your number comes up, and it did in a big way. Well, those good diggable signals are few and far between down in this end. We had a nice high 20s, low 30s at 4 bars, and we got something very, very green. It almost looks like fill here, but I'm not sure about that. That could be native soil. I don't know what we got ourselves here. I think it's just a leaf penny though. Yeah, I believe it is. Might just be a young Liz. Let's see, or maybe a George. What do we got here? I can't get the angle right. Oh. Yeah, there we go, young Lizzie. Have to figure out what the year is on it, but yeah, we'll get back to you on that. Yeah, it's just kind of rough, but it looks to me like a 59. Alright, now we'll keep going along here, and got some little bit of area to cover. Massive tree right on the short cliff, and you can hear the lake. Yep. Right across the lake, they're getting feet and feet and feet of snow. Thank goodness it hasn't come here yet, but they're projecting it to start in the morning. Let's just hope it stays down there. Sorry guys. See you on the next. Oh, that was a interesting signal ringing up in the low 20s. I dug it up, and it's this thing. I'm not sure what it would have been a part of, but oh, we got this dude on the other side. Don't know what that is. I guess it kind of looks like some sort of religious pendant or something like that. But yeah, pretty cool. If anybody can tell me who that dude is, that would be awesome. Alright, see you on the next.